Welcome back to Active Sports TV. It is your host, Active, bringing you another one and another one, bringing you another one of this Active Sports LAC News edition. You already know who it is, and you already know what I cover. This is a sports media channel, and we got some breaking news, man, that took place along this preseason, man. We're going to the East Coast, man, to a familiar face, someone that we had rooted for over at Clip Nation that's now a foe. But in this situation, man, I deliver this with a heavy heart. You know what I mean? Hope what I've seen and what I'm going to show you guys, and hopefully what's being reported. Paul George bounced back from, unfortunately, a game in between the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers taking place along the second quarter. Paul George was getting some work in, getting some rep ins with his new, new home, his new core teammates. And along that, man, it just an unfortunate accident. But not to hold you guys, you know what I like to do. I like to bring the visual. I like to go ahead and bring it to you guys. And please, please, please excuse the noise in the background. That's my gardener, taking care of the house. You know how it go, you know what I mean? I promised y'all I was going to get y'all more content. Had to catch up with this, man. Wanted to deliver this news, man, because this is definitely unfortunate. Then we're going to talk about, the Philadelphia 76ers and how this impacts them going into the season. And, what does it look like for Paul George, man? How does things look? And I'm going to also, check out a report from AP News that gave us a brief update on how Philly has pretty much diagnosed the injury. So let's go ahead and press play and see how this took place, man. And before doing so, man, subscribe to Active Sports TV as you see right now, the subscribe bell. Click that, hit the thumbs up button, and also, man, shout out to Chaz NBA, who's bringing us this content, man. Go over there, check him out, subscribe as well. Let's go.
Sixers and its fans would have wanted to see in its preseason game versus the Atlanta Hawks, Paul George going down with a hyperextended knee. He went into the locker room and did not return for the second half, obviously, but he didn't even come out to the bench. He stayed back in the locker room, which is not a good sign. And we won't know how long he will be out for until we know how severe it is. If there's no ligaments that are damaged, you could expect to feel better 2 to 4 weeks after the injury, and also depending on how much treatment you get. Obviously, he's going to be working around the clock on this injury, and also depending on feel better 2 to 4 weeks after he'll be out for until we know how severe it is. If there's no ligaments that are damaged, you could expect to feel better 2 to 4 weeks after the injury, and also depending on how much treatment you get. Obviously, he's going to be working around the clock on this knee.
Shout out to Chaz, man. I had to give y'all that, man. We're going to go ahead and take this down. Wow, bro. Just wow, wow, wow. Unfortunate, man. Very, very unfortunate. Let's get back into it. So what does that say about, what does that speaks towards Philly in the start of their season? We already know Philly, they got, an uphill battle on the East with the Knicks making moves that they made. Boston Celtics being the reigning champs. Miami always being a formidable opponent. You can't sleep on them. Indiana, a lot of good teams in the East this go around this year. With, paying Paul George the max, I'm quite sure Philadelphia was all in on seeing their big three. They knew acquired big three with Tyreek Maxey and Joel Embiid and Paul George all hit the floor of healthy and able to build chemistry and camaraderie amongst each other and start their season out on a boom. In this case, it's just Paul George luck. You know what I mean? We are very familiar as Los Angeles Clipper fans. You feel me? You see it up there on the you see the title, man. You know what I mean? Paul George had a similar incident right before the season ending, um, going into I think it was the 2022 2023 playoff series, where he had a freakish accident coming down, hyper extending his knee, where he was out the whole playoffs and then leading towards the next season as well. He was also, rehabbing from that, getting back in, game shape, and he came back with vengeance. But this is something that may, have be long going issues that Philly probably glossed over before, acquiring and checking out, Paul George, and making him, their future. You know what I mean? So now we know that he had the terrible injury out in the Olympics. What's going on with my camera? Let's see if we can get this right. I don't like that look. Anyways, now that they know, we all know that he has leg issues. I can take you into the seasons with the Los Angeles Clippers. I told you with Indiana, if you watch some of my older videos, this is why you should be subscribed. Subscribe, like, subscribe. You will know that I broke down, how Paul George overcame the injury in the Olympics, to go to OKC, put up some of the most games played in his career. But then coming to Los Angeles, playing for the Los Angeles Clippers, that all, blew up in our face. He went from playing 70 games per season to playing 50 to pretty much 40 so games per season. Had a great season last year, putting up 70 games after 4 years consecutively beforehand, not even coming close to putting up those games. He's now in a new contract. Philly, we don't know. I mean, is Paul George going to take time with this? We got a report out of AP News stating that the doctors have evaluated and they have looked over Paul George's injury, and they seem to not find any ligament damage, any structures tore or anything like that. So they're going to label it as a bone bruise, which hey, we won't know until Paul George shows us something on the court. Is this something going to hinder them? Will Philly, have a tougher start to the season due to this? A lot of questions, but we want to all, hope that Paul George get well soon. Even though his, beef over here on this side with them, when he comes to Intuit Dome, no boo will be spared. I promise you that. We never want to see an NBA player get injured in any way or have to deal with something like this. This definitely gave me phobia. I'm so glad that we don't have Kawhi playing in the preseason, just because of freakish accidents like this can happen. Not saying I want a baby to lead and make it soft either, but when any NBA player with a long list, a long history list of injuries, especially to the legs, you want to limit that as they get on further along in their career. So we just want to send Paul George well wishes over there to Philadelphia. Hopefully is as reported, not as serious, and we get to see what Paul George can contribute with Philly over there against that gauntlet that game will be facing over in the East. So you know who it is. It's Active Sportsman giving you the news on Paul George, man. Letting you guys know about the injury, giving you an update, and giving you my opinion on how this impacts the Philadelphia 76ers. But until next time, you know the motto. Stay activated out there, man. This is your boy Active telling you guys to engage, comment, subscribe, like. You already know the NBA season is about to be upon us. It is literally 1 week away. You're going to be getting all type of NBA coverage over here, covered by your boy Active Sports TV. LAC News, that means LA Los Angeles Clippers first. We will be the priority, but do not feel like you will be neglected or left out. I will be circling around and touching bases with pretty much every team in the NBA for any breaking news, exclusive interviews, highlights, and more. You guys want to stay tuned, basketball fans, Los Angeles Clipper fans, Clip City. I'm about to be running another Clipper content edition over there, man. You definitely want to be over there for the next one. We got to break down the post game. So our last preseason game. So we're going to end it on that note. Until next time, it's been fun, guys. You guys take care out there. Peace. Active. Out of here. Deuces. Till next time.